Hello and welcome to Education Today. I'm John Zisch with the Armstrong School District, and today excitement is in the air because on the day we tape this program, it's August 29th, the first day of school for students in the Armstrong School District. Today we decided to visit the office of Dr. William H. Kerr, Superintendent of Schools for the Armstrong School District, just for a change of pace to talk about what's new in the 2005-2006 school year. Thank you for being on the program. It's good to see you again.
Thank you, John. Pleasure to be here.
Well, thank you for opening up your office and letting us do this show here. Nice change of pace with the scenery in here, and I understand that you spent some time in the schools today visiting on our first day of school. Please tell me where you went and what you saw.
Well, first of all, I started out here early at the administration building, and I immediately headed over to West Hills Elementary School. That's our most visible change in the school district for the 2005-2006 school year.
Yes, it is.
And it's very exciting. We have that building under renovation and construction as far as some additions. But I had the opportunity today to visit all of our schools in the Ford City and Kittanning attendance areas, and visiting both secondary and elementary schools. And then tomorrow, I plan to visit the Elderton and West Shamokin attendance areas. But I have to tell you about West Hills.
Oh, yes.
It's been a busy 5 to 6 months through our renovations, and I can't compliment our staff, our teaching staff, Mrs. Kreidler and Mr. Ritzert, our principals up there, have been working very hard, as well as all of our support staff in preparation of the new school year. Came right down to the wire for our final inspections, but we kept our word that we were going to stay on schedule with our contractors and make sure that everything was in place for the beginning of school on August 29th, and we met the deadlines.
Tremendous. Well, no doubt the West Hills Elementary project is a great leap forward for the Armstrong School District, and I'm glad we're on schedule, and those kids are no doubt happy as well.
You could see it in their faces today. A little bit of apprehension because there's a new entrance way, and the buses come in a very organized and much better way in terms of safety in this new design for the West Hills building. And we were real pleased with how the buses parked and pulled in, and also the parents. There's a drop-off for parents now. But as those youngsters departed their buses and headed towards the new entrance at the West Hills Elementary School, you could just see it in their eyes that they were excited for the first day of school. Obviously, you're aware that it's grades 2 through 5 currently. Sure. But very anxious to begin that first day, and equally so, the teachers and administrators were extremely happy too, because in any construction project, there are some circumstances you can't control, and we had some obstacles to overcome in the last few weeks, but bottom line is we made it, and we were on schedule.
That's true, and my thanks to you and the administrative team for helping move it along, as well as to the contractors and everyone involved. So
everybody worked very hard. And I might add, we had our first fire drill today. And I'm real pleased. We had our volunteer firefighters there, about 20 of them, representing Worthington, East Franklin, West Kittanning, and Applewald. And Mark Feeney, one of the fire chiefs, was on hand, along with Turner Construction was represented. And we conducted the first fire drill at 9:15 a.m.
Wow.
And everything went exceptionally well. Very organized. I can't compliment our staff enough for the hard work that they do.
Very nice, very nice. You know, as we move into this school year, we have a lot to look forward to, don't we?
Yes, we do.
I was wondering if you'd hit some of the highlights that we're going to be experiencing in the Armstrong School District.
Well, sure, we can take a couple minutes. First of all, we have 25 new teachers, and that's extremely exciting. You know, we have such a good teaching staff in terms of experience and the seasoned. They're seasoned people that really know education well. But to add 25 new teachers out of 485, that's quite a number of teachers, and it's across the board basically in the secondary schools. We have a few elementary teachers that we added this year where there were vacancies. But as a result of our retirements, in all due respect, you know, we certainly admire and respect the teachers that retired recently. But it is exciting to get new people on board. And so we've had all of our teachers go through an induction program with our administration. They each have a mentor, a seasoned teacher, And I just can't tell you enough about the excitement and the pleasure it is to welcome new people to the Armstrong School District.
Yes, I was at that induction luncheon last week, and they were all very enthusiastic about joining the Armstrong School District. How about some of the other highlights that students will be experiencing this year?
Well, at the 8th grade level, we have a new environmental and ecology class, which will tie to eventually to the PSSA standards, academic standards that will be tested here in a few years. We also have new science books at the 7th and 8th grade level. I'm sorry, through the 7th through 12th grade level.
All secondary.
All secondary schools. We're real excited about the fact that we've done very well in our PSSA assessments, and as a result of our work this past year with our teaching staff and our administrative staff, we have more time for instruction at the 7th and 8th grade level for math and reading. It's called a class and a half. And all of those students that are eligible for additional instructional time will get 50% more time in reading and math. And we believe that in the long run that's going to help not only improve their skills, but give them a better foundation for the high school years in terms of those two subject areas.
Wow. How about anything going on in the other areas of the district that you know of?
We always add to our technology advances. We have a lot of technological advances in terms of more computers. For example, at the 5th grade level, there will be additional and new computers added for those classrooms. And at the secondary level, we not only have new computers in the science areas, but also the software that we use for math and reading also have been increased and added to in those areas. Not only for class and a half, but our Plato Learning software has been upgraded as well. We also have a study committee, a couple study committees going on in terms of gifted education.
Oh, right, yes.
We are trying to improve gifted education K through 12, and we have a study committee that's made up of parents, administrators, teachers, students, and also school board members, looking at various options that will allow us to improve gifted education in terms of the overall program and services.
Sure.
We have a study committee for the area of curriculum in the Katanning secondary schools. What will be studied is by both building levels at the current middle school and also the high school level, whether we should move 9th grade to the current middle school once the 6th grade population remains at the West Hills Elementary School. And so we put it in the hands of basically teachers and administrators and the other members of the committee I mentioned, the stakeholders, that will determine how to best utilize our space, but more importantly, what is best from a curricular standpoint. And we're hoping that Mr. Rummel, who is the principal at Katanning High School, and also Mr. Cominos, who's the principal at the middle school, they'll get everybody together, all the stakeholders, and weigh the pros and cons of that proposal, and then report back to the central administration as well as the school board. No preconceived ideas in terms of any outcomes.
I see. I understand that the Armstrong School District Foundation is also on the move in some ways. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
We're real excited about the work that the Armstrong School District Foundation has moved. They're moving forward. This year there will be 4 mini grants that have already been distributed to teachers that have been very successful through a competitive process for classroom innovative learning. And on In-Service Day, and Mr. Hall, who is our president of the foundation, Bruce Hall is a retired teacher, as you know, and obviously you serve as executive director. We have made great strides in the past 6 months in terms of providing more monies for those classroom experiences. And that's where we want the money to go to. You know, when people donate to the foundation, we want to see the work of those monies in place and helping children. That's the goal.
Very good.
As part of the mission for the foundation. In addition to that, just recently the foundation made a contribution to the Environmental Learning Center.
That's correct.
And also, as you know, they were very successful in helping bring the Vietnam Memorial Wall to Rural Valley this past 2 years ago, I should say.
Right. And
so
also,
we appreciate your work.
Oh, my pleasure.
With the foundation, and we think that's going to continue to grow and be successful.
I agree. I think with the leadership that we have on the trustees, as well as you and our other administrators and teachers who serve on the board, we can only go up, you know. And we have an exciting retired teachers luncheon, actually a breakfast scheduled for October, in which we're going to invite 240 retired Armstrong School District teachers to Lenape Heights Golf Course just to have breakfast and learn more about what the foundation's doing and how they can possibly support it.
We appreciate your leadership too, and we probably should add for the viewing audience that all of our employees, and of course in the Armstrong School District we have 750 employees, we've asked all of our employees to contribute possibly through a payroll deduction program that could generate as much as $12,000 annually just if everybody gave $1 or $2
Right.
from their paycheck.
All going back to students too, so you
Yes.
can't lose with that.
Absolutely.
And also, this program that we're doing here right now, Education Today, is in its second year. Actually, its first full year, but we started in January of last school year. But we have plans, nearly 30 episodes, an ambitious task. But with our student film crew, I think we can get it done.
Well, that's the key. You know, in addition to yourself and Dawn Swanson, we have very much to be thankful for in terms of the product that's been produced, because we've said all along, the Armstrong School District is an outstanding school district. We just need to do a better job in marketing the quality of our educational programs and services. But what's exciting about Education Today is that it's curriculum based. Students from Elderton, Ford City, Katanning, and West Shamokin help produce the program and the show, and they're quality programs in terms of topics where you've had teachers and administrators and also guests from the community,
Sure.
part of your program. So I think part of our mission as a school district is to make certain that the public understands and becomes more aware of the quality of education in this school district. So I can't thank you enough for the leadership that you've provided with that program. And we probably obviously should thank our board of directors for their support.
Sure.
The board from the very beginning was supportive when we received the donation of equipment from the Armstrong County cable TV.
Right. It's been very exciting. And the next thing I wanted to ask you about was in Service Day, which happened August 26th at West Shamokin High School. You know, that was my first in Service Day as a relatively new employee. And I was amazed. It was almost like a large convention of some kind with almost 500 teachers in one building, and you were the keynote speaker almost, as it were. And I wondered if you could just tell me a little bit about why in Service Day is so crucial to the well-being of the school district and the start of the year.
The first day of school is always exciting for me when students come into our buildings very excited. But equally important is the first day that teachers come in and collectively gather for in-service day. It is true, you know, West Shamokin Auditorium can hold 720 people at once, so it's very convenient for us to have 485 teachers plus the administration all under one roof. It's a time to set the tone for the year. You know, we have an opportunity not only to have an inspirational message given by one of the administrators and a welcome. We usually hear, you know, from our school board, Mr. Roop, board president, and we also have an opportunity to be introduced to all of the new teachers that now have become part of the school district, in this case 25 new teachers this year. We had some outside presenters, and also that helps set the tone. Gary DeComo spoke this year about Community Awareness Day, and also we had planned to have Dave Reddick there from the National Character Foundation, but needed to reschedule him for another time. I try to set the tone in the sense that we review where are we as a school district in terms of student achievement, school performance. So we have an opportunity to talk about our state test results and our building goals. Where are we? And obviously we try to work in there some time to see where we're headed. You know, that was the message this past Friday. Where are we? Where are we headed? And what's in store for the new school year? Beyond that, when the teachers break out into their elementary, secondary settings for the largest part of the day, they have an opportunity to meet with their respective building principals. And of course, they review student data. They'll go over some procedural aspects in terms of what to expect when they return to their buildings. And obviously, again, student achievement, school performance, largely a part of that Safe schools, always a part of that discussion. And our building principals also do an outstanding job in terms of educational leadership. So we set the tone for the school year. Yes.
Very big day.
Yes.
Well, the other thing I wanted to talk a little bit about was the idea about what the administrative team does over the summer. A lot of people don't realize how busy the principals and administrators are over the summer getting the school ready for the next school year. And I just wondered if you'd let our viewers know what you were up to this summer while the kids were at home.
Well, first of all, once school is out, graduation is always another one of those exciting days, because that's when you see the labor of your love when students meet their goals and they're successful and they walk across that stage and receive their diploma. But in that month of June, we close out a year. Obviously, we need to get the report cards out. We pass a budget here at the district level, and we begin clearing our buildings of old materials and ushering in new materials and structural materials, and in that sense to prepare the building for the new year. And our custodians always do a wonderful job, as well as our maintenance staff. But over the summertime, a lot of folks don't realize that through the summer our teachers come in and they meet either by department or by curricular area. And so there's an awful lot of training that will go on in the area of technology and a review of new materials, whether they be through curriculum development or planning in some sense for the new school year. So our teachers work over the summer in various ways, depending on department and need, or new issuance of textbooks and materials and supplies. Beyond that, many of our teachers, as well as administrators, attend conferences. And of course, they may go to graduate school, working on their master's degree or their permanent certification for instructional too. Some teachers and administrators are in doctoral programs. And so all of that continuing education is a high priority, and we're real grateful that our teachers want to grow professionally. And so that's a big part of our summer. We finish off our evaluations of our administrators. We read our evaluations of our teachers. And of course, then we prepare for that new school year. Again, getting our buildings ready, making sure supplies are in order, making sure materials and other equipment may have been ordered. Give you another example of our teacher development. Many of our teachers and administrators took CPR courses this year, and also the AED training for the automatic external defibrillator.
Yeah, that was very positive. I was pleased to be a part of that, and thankful that it was offered.
So it's a busy summer. It gives us, yes, some downtime in a sense that we don't have those concerns of bomb threats and discipline issues, but we continue to work on transportation schedules, cafeteria menus, certainly getting the budget into place, and then all the priorities that relate to our educational programs and services.
It all requires daily maintenance, 365 days a year.
Yes.
Well, Dr. Kerr, those were all the questions I had. Was there anything else you wanted to bring up as we looked forward to the new school year?
Well, I think I'd just like to thank our viewing audience in general. You know, we continue to build parent involvement in our district and community involvement. We're real pleased that parents take time to become involved in their schools with their children. We think that's important, whether it's through a PTO or CPT, or it is through a PTA or booster group. We want parental involvement in the Armstrong School District. That is important for us because we believe that children that see their parents involved in the schools will do better academically and want to succeed and do better. We continue to outreach to our community. We have great partnerships, everything from the Armstrong County Chamber of Commerce to that of the National Character Foundation and the Environmental Learning Center, and also the Armstrong School District Foundation. So we want to continue to have schools and communities meet to improve the quality of life in Armstrong County. That's what it's all about.
Wow.
And we think that we're doing our part in the Armstrong School District because we have a very caring and concerned board of directors, a great administration, a professional teaching staff, second to none, and our support staff that continues to make this school district an outstanding district.
Wow. Well said, Dr. Kerr. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you, Mr. Zish. Good luck with education today.
Oh, yes. And Please join us again next week for when we look at how students can improve their study habits in a special show with Mr. John Clavico, a teacher at Ford City Junior Senior High School. For more information about the Armstrong School District, please visit our website.
Each fall, something special happens in central Armstrong County. The community of Elderton displays its remarkable colors, revealing not only the rural splendor of its landscape, but the vibrant spirit of its people. On the Cowashannock branch of the Great Shamokin Path, people from the communities of Dayton and Rural Valley come together and flourish like the multicolored foliage of an autumn forest. Further south in Ford City, the majestic waters of the Allegheny River flow timelessly forward as an industrious town steeped in tradition rediscovers its potential for greatness. And in the county seat of Katanning, Pennsylvania, the autumn winds bring positive change and revitalization to a community with a historic past and a promising future. Throughout central Armstrong County, fall is a season marked by tradition and transition. Like the autumn leaves, students across the Armstrong School District return each year to don the colors that represent their schools and exemplify their own unique heritage and traditions. Individually, each is impressive, but collectively, like a magnificent multicolored autumn collage, they are, together, brilliant. Working together for academic excellence, the Armstrong School District is a public education system serving more than 7,000 students from 30 municipalities throughout central Armstrong County and a small portion of western Indiana County. The district operates with an annual budget of approximately $69 million and is Armstrong County's largest employer with 775 professional staff and support personnel. The Armstrong School District covers 436 square miles and encompasses 4 attendance areas: Elderton, Ford City, Katanning, and West Shamokin. The district's elementary schools offer a full continuum of educational opportunities and developmental programs for students in grades K through 6. Teachers collaborate on student learning projects with an emphasis on developing strong skills in math, science, technology, and language arts. Reasonable class sizes and a productive, student-centered learning environment are the hallmarks of the district. Morning and afternoon kindergarten options are available in each attendance area. The district's secondary schools offer traditional educational programs with a strong focus on student achievement and preparation for post-secondary education and training. The Armstrong School District, in partnership with its families and communities, graduates educationally prepared, productive, morally responsible individuals. To achieve this mission, the Armstrong School District has developed a comprehensive strategic development plan that will guide the district well into the 21st century. The district's strategic plan provides direction for developing locally adopted academic standards that meet and exceed those at the state or national level. The strategic plan also allows the Armstrong School District to maintain control of operations, policy development, and administrative procedures. In the Armstrong School District today, there's a world of possibilities. A world driven by educational technology, where opportunities for extraordinary learning and achievement are as boundless as the dreams, abilities, and imagination of Armstrong School District students and educators. New initiatives in the electro-optics industry and the emergence of other high-tech industries are positive indicators of economic development in Armstrong County, which could translate into tremendous opportunities for a new generation of employees. To meet the needs of these burgeoning local industries, the Armstrong School District emphasizes math, science, and technology in its curriculum. District graduates are also empowered with solid problem-solving and critical thinking skills. The Armstrong School District provides career awareness and post-secondary education and training opportunities through ongoing partnerships with the Armstrong Educational Trust, Armstrong Chamber of Commerce, Strongland Chamber of Commerce, and Lenape Tech. Post-secondary educational institutions within commuting distance for district residents include Indiana University of Pennsylvania, Clarion University, Penn State New Kensington campus, Butler Community College, and the many colleges and universities located in the Pittsburgh area. The Armstrong School District, in accordance with Pennsylvania Department of Education Chapter 14 regulations, provides special education services to its students based on physical, sensory, mental, or emotional disability. The district conducts evaluation reports and develops needs-based individualized education programs for each eligible student. IDEA training teams work to implement the best possible programs for district students. Incoming kindergarten students take part in the successful kids screening programs in the spring of each year. The screenings provide specific and detailed information in regard to a child's motor, auditory, cognitive, and language areas. Students in need of assistance participate in an extended day kindergarten speech-language program, a Title I initiative where specialists provide targeted support to ASD students in smaller group sessions. The schools in the Armstrong School District have a rich tradition of excellence in interscholastic high school athletics. The district also takes great pride in its wide range of performing arts programs, including choral, band, and drama programs. The district holds several special events and programs throughout the course of the school year to give students the opportunity to showcase their talent in these areas. At all grade levels, physical education classes give Armstrong School District students an opportunity to improve their athletic skills and physical conditioning. Armstrong School District students are also offered a wide range of electives that give them the opportunity to become more well-rounded, productive individuals. Elective courses in home economics, foreign languages, industrial arts, and many other areas expand the overall scope of the educational experience. Like the leaves of autumn, each of the individual schools within the Armstrong School District is remarkably unique and special. But as one, these schools and the students, educators, and parents who comprise them are together brilliant.